NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the 49ers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man, second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And McLaurin, the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chance so good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coach.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Michael Pittman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And Washington has taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The throw over the middle, taken in. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute.
But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we sit.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Now back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you...
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going right back to Dotson. They juked him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and head play going nowhere. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Back to throw again. Quick slant, Dotson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rolling to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. John Bates, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little...
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward, protect the ball. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Robinson. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they?
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend, that's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one.
A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And going right back to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when this...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, he's got him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now whistles and a timeout. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that...
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 8. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw. to shake off the interception from the last drive, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big...
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. On play action, they'll throw.
And yet again, it's McLaurin.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up.
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Back to throw.
That is caught.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! John Bates, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And the Washington offense heading out. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a first carry here for Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play, maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 40-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. Big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. The Washington offense set to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They'll set up to throw.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Touchdown, Washington! Gerald Everett, 44 yards. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's the
Commanders' offense returning to the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ooh, a juke. And he will have a Commanders 1st down, and that should just about do it. Handoff now to Robinson. A little 2nd effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Rodriguez scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Commanders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.